Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got one replay for you in the British Tier 10 tank destroyer, the FV4005. And as you can see, it's not driven by me. It's driven by the absolute madman that is Vishaw in Game Gambit. But the absolute madman that is Vishaw, because this man is stupidly good. Stupidly good. How on earth do you be so consistent and do such stupid things? This is going to be a game, people. This is going to be a game. Okay? And I'm not overstating this game. This is going to be a game. The man is ridiculously good at this game. He has the most ridiculous games. Obviously, go check his channel out. Most of you should know who Vishaw is. If you don't know who Vishaw is, then what are you doing with yourself? Go check out his channel, and you'll go see even more absolute ridiculousness that this man just puts out. Because it's crazy. It is what it is. I can't overstate it any more than that. It is what it is. You're going to see how mad this game is. It turns into a mental one. So, the 4005, right, that Vishaw is so handily going to absolutely destroy the enemy team with, it got buffed. And I'm not sure whether Vishaw's playing it after the buff here. Not 100% sure. But I'll tell you the buffs anyway so that you know that you get the lowdown. And that is that with the buffs it got an accuracy buff from 0.38 to 0.37, reload buff from 30 seconds down to 27, 2.9 aim time down to 2.6, the after shot dispersion, well, the shot dispersion during turret rotation from 0.26 to 0.22, sorry, which is a big buff to your bloom when you're turning the turret. And then during movement and rotation, 2.8 to 2.5 on both of those stats. So the gun doesn't bloom out. It still blooms out a lot because it's still a big stat, but it still means that the gun just gets aimed in that little bit quicker. And the fact that you have better aim time now means that the gun is literally in it goes, and then you just delete away. I don't know why they buffed the 4005. I don't understand it. I don't think I'll ever understand that buff ever, because it definitely wasn't needed for the 4005. Maybe for the Death Star, giving it a little bit more, because really the nerfs to the Alpha and stuff like that just made the 4005 just so much nicer to play out. It added to that all the other stuff that the 4005 has. The only thing that the 4005 clearly doesn't have is turret armor. That's literally it. But yeah, I have no idea why they buffed this tank. It blows my mind. But Vishaw is going to destroy people with this tank. I mean, with this reload, well, with the setup I run, I've got a 19.69 second reload. So I'd assume, actually, that this is pre-buff 4005, with the fact that his reload there was, what, 21 seconds? So that's even more mad that he did this game. He's already up to 3.5k damage. You crazy, crazy man, Vishaw. You crazy, crazy man. And yeah, before, as well, we carry on, if you want to send in a replay, I do have an email in the description down below that you can just send it to me. Please no replay system replays, if you know what I mean. So I want it to be like proper replays like this, where you can see where you're pointing the reticle and stuff like that, because the replay system is rubbish for watching these kind of replays. Or send us your game clips. Someone already has sent me a game clip, which will be on a reel on Instagram if you want to go follow the Instagram, or on the YouTube Shorts, and I'm going to put them up for people if they want to show off something crazy that happened in the game. Just send it to us in the email down below, and send it to us obviously via Google Drive, Dropbox, or upload it to YouTube, and then that way I can rip it off of YouTube. You know, it's down to you. So yeah, you can send in your guest replays to get shown on the channel. We have done guest replays in the past, but there's quite a few got lost in my Discord DMs, which was really inefficient way of doing it. So I've got an email that's dedicated just to that, so hopefully it shouldn't get lost in that way. But yeah, so far, Vishaw is up to 4.7k damage. We're less than 4 minutes into the game. Crazy, crazy man. Well, what do I run in terms of a crew on the 4005? Well, in terms of a crew on this tank, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Camouflage Expertise, Silent Driving, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun. The 3 gun perks to make sure that this gun hits the target, essentially. Just make it as good as it can humanly can be. English, it's hard. the camouflage expertise, because you're a tank destroyer and you have no camo, so I basically want to make it so that I actually have some camo, because you are a tank destroyer, so you can make the camo a lot better. But the thing is, this tank doesn't have camo because it's a giant barn, and thus you get spotted really easily. So I try and negate the ability to get spotted so that I can surprise people and blap them with this big ass gun. And then silent driving negates the effect of driving on my camo, so it makes it even harder for them to spot me while I'm on the move, right? So that's why I run that. And in terms of equipment, I run the advanced loader, the advanced reload, and the advanced optics. So optics to be able to spot for myself, the advanced loader naturally to make DPM 10% better, and the advanced reload so that you can switch between the very good rounds that this tank has. Because it has very good AP rounds with a 310 pen, very good Hesh rounds with 240 pen for 1450 damage, or standard HE which has 92 pen, but 1650 damage, which means if you need to splash something for quite a lot, you're more likely to switch to the standard HE so that you can deal bigger splash damage, pretty much. And I mean, in terms of a crew that Vishaw he rams? Yes, he rams it. I think he runs armor angling over the silent driving, I want to say. Okay, so he doesn't run and gun. He doesn't run and gun. He runs armor angling, and he runs muffled shot instead of silent driving. There you go. That's the difference in crew that Vishaw runs on this tank, by having a quick glance at what he runs. And so far you can see Vishaw's game, he's up to 7,777 damage, and that's the first shot of damage he's taken. He's got 2 kills, 186 assistance. The game is not looking good at this current point in time. 5 tanks to 8. He needs to do some serious carrying. Not that he's not already doing it. The MXM4 pokes up. He's just switching between the rounds, as you can see. He could splash this guy for more, so he switches to the standard HE, because like I say, it splashes for more damage, which is why he switched to it. Because he didn't have an opportunity to pen that guy, but he needed to do damage. So he switched to the standard HE, splashes for more damage than the Hesh will, and thus he's still got his 1 round of AP for when he needs to pen it, because he's currently running out of AP rounds. That's how hard he's carrying so far. Up to 8,200 damage. He only needs to splash this AMX M454 to kill it, so that's what he does. He shuts down the AMX M454. Still 4-7. This game is on a knife's edge. He's up to 8.6k damage. I mean, realistically, he's already had an absolute beast of a game. This is one of those, you know, this is the scoreline that you sit there and go, wow, I had a really great game when it ended. But Vishaw's not done. No, no, no. Oh, he gets very lucky that that 4005 didn't get him. And he just can't quite get the shot on that 4005. He's very lucky he didn't get done in there by that 4005, because that could have been curtains right there. But he's just waiting for the enemy to make a mistake and drive into his kill box, kill zone, something like that. He's just going to keep pulling back though, so it makes it so it's as hard a shot as possible for this Conqueror. But he's just seeing the top of his roof. He's got the standard HE in for that bigger splash. If he'd switched to Hesh there, he probably could have penned the side of that Conqueror's turret, but it would have been chancy either way anyway. And he splashed the Conqueror there for a good amount of damage. He's up to 9.1k damage with 186 assistance. And he's just turning around to get shots on this 4005 behind him, because he knew he'd come up. And oh my goodness me, that is a big hit on that 4005. And that's where the standard HE is really nice. And he puts himself onto 11,000 damage. He ends up getting shot by another HE round there. And it didn't kill him. And it didn't really do too much damage. It did what, like 400 damage? So I'm not sure if that was a HE round from something. Looking at what has already been spotted, that could have been the AVRE there that just hit him with HE, and he got very lucky that he didn't die. Well, if that, yeah. I think he got hit by an AVRE and didn't get penned. That's lucky as well. Well, you got to take the rough with the smooth. You take the luck where you can get it. And he's up to 11,361 damage with that finish off of the kill there. 4 kills. The 4005 comes back to try and shoot his heavy tank friend, and the Scourge shuts him down. It's 3-2. It is incredibly close right now. The heavy tank is spotted at C2. We know that the other medium tank was somewhere behind him, and there it was. It was an AVRE that shot at him. He's got AP loaded because he wants to do some big damage to this guy. He pokes around and gives him a big slap through the back end. He's up to 12,555 damage. What on earth? Now he's going round after this AVRE. This AVRE is a big problem. He's really got to get rid of this guy, but he's just not going to reload in time. He really needs help from this heavy tanker A6 if he can get it. The M103 is coming after him. He is a one-shot, so he's got to shut down the M103. And it's not looking good because he's got to reload and this AVRE is coming for him. And no, he gets shut down by the AVRE. Oh my goodness me, he's done 12,859 damage. And he's just got shut down by the AVRE. Will the heavy tank kill the AVRE? Please, sir, you've got to for Vishaw's carry here. Oh, and he sets him on fire. Oh, no. Pain. Pain and suffering. How does he not come in the top 3? 12,859 damage. What a game, Vishaw, you madman. Ace tanker, high caliber sniper. 1140 base XP on a loss. What was that game? How did he not even come in the MVP screen? Good lord. What a game from Vishaw there. He did some crazy stuff in the 4005. And yes, it's been buffed. Like I say, if you want to send in a guest replay, send it to the email down below. And if you've got any clips of mad things that happened that you might want to see on the channel through Instagram Reels or through YouTube Shorts, send it down below as well. And Vishaw, you absolutely madman. Go subscribe to Vishaw's channel, for goodness sake, because the man posts this kind of replay so bloody often that it's ridiculous. And 12,859 damage. That is about 2,000 more damage than I've ever done in World War II. Yeah. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. What a replay. And I'll see you next time.
A great success!